I'm doing the tier list and I'm doing a little bit early. Hechahands like just dropped today, and so did Power Patrons. So some of this is going to be speculative based on my knowledge of the TCG. I'm also only going to be ranking archetypes that have actually seen being played. So everything that's bad is just going to get quickly thrown into the bad tier without me really saying much about why it's bad. Those archetypes are just either not relevant, too slow, or unable to compete with the current meta, or lack support, or are basically kind of a joke. So we're just going to start with that, which let's just toss a bunch of them in there so we get those out of the way. Just chuck all of them in there. And if you see something in here that you're like, that deck's good, no, it's not. No tournament top, no community tournament tops, no master rank, top 10. That deck is bad. If you lose to one of them, then it happens. But most of these decks are just bad. Like Fright for, there's a reason you don't see that. There's a reason you don't see for higher. Uh, Flunder's always playable with like it verges on bad. Um, Beansmith is still like one of the best engines in the game. Exo Sister with their new support, it banishes. Banishing can kind of hurt. KT is still way faster than it. For now, I'm going to put Exo Sister in playable with potential to move up. I guess Dragon Maid Draco Tail is playable now too, and it's better than Flunder. The Millennium Exodia stuff still too slow, even with the modern like support, and with the fact we just got more support for it, it's just still not good enough. Destiny Hero is Splashable in Heroes right now, so I'm putting in Splashable. Dark World's bad, although that's the deck I'm going to play in the TCG. I'm going to play Danger Dark World. Danger's an engine, but you'll like never see it. Uh, DDD. I'm actually going to put DDD in front of Exo Sister because if you go first, you can make a really hard to break board, and it is very like decent. I feel like it's slept on. Fire King, I'm going to put like right here ahead of Dragon Maid, Draco Tail, but behind Exo Sister. Not relevant. Evil heroes are technically splashable, although you'll see them splashed even less than D heroes or Danger probably. You pretty much just use a Dusted Gold or the other guy in like Chimera, which Chimera Hechahands is the thing. Azamina still all over the place as an engine. It's still very good. I mean, you could play Dynamorphia. Draco Tail sits firmly in the good tail in the good category. It's just been nerfed to shit. You barely will see it being played at this point. You have to mix it with something to really make it useful. Everyone splashes the one snow. Evac Puppets, GBs, Gradles, Benju, Heraldic, whatever that archetype is. I can't even remember it right now. Dinos are barely playable. Ballpark's a meme. I'm actually going to put Machine Toolbox and Splashable because you'll see it in RB sometimes, but you don't see it very often, so that's why it's at the bottom. It used to be saying that a lot. Gem Knights are playable. Dragon Link is actually highly playable right now. The point where I'd probably put it like right there next to Exo Sister. Cyber Dragon Canine is playable. Cyber Dragon RB is playable. Not very good, so it's towards the bottom. Invoked, you're going to see splashed in some things, sometimes the Dark Magician. Um, yeah, right there on the engine, rearranging the engines. Yeah, K9 has fallen off, but you'll still see it. You still see Azumina and Fiendsmith more, but you will still see K9 as a splashable engine. Endemion's bad. Lab is playable. I feel like Lab sits right there, and I feel like this actually should be back. I feel like even Cyber Dragons are better than Flu at this point. So Cash is getting like everything back, essentially. I believe the ban list happened. Yeah, it happened today at the time of me filming this. I'm gonna put Cash in like high playable because it is very disruptive. If nothing else, it's a really good engine. Uh, I'm gonna put Branded and high playable as well. Cyber Slop is very splashable right now. You'll see it about there with Malice and friends. No. Emancipator with magnets is playable, so I'm gonna put it there next to Flu. It's pretty mid. That's an engine, even though you like literally never see it. Same with that. Heroes are actually very playable right now. Heroes deserve to be in the playable tier. I feel like heroes are gonna be. I feel like heroes belong right there and like next to Dragon Link. I mean Rocket Link. Francis not good right now. Same with Ice Barrier. Cool Tunes still your best deck of the format. Should be obvious to everybody. Life Depend's not horrible at the moment. I'm gonna put it like here. I already covered Cyber, so I'm just gonna move that there to remind me. I'm actually gonna put Blue Eyes and Playable over Cash. And I'm gonna move Branded up, and I'm actually gonna put Branded over Draco Tail. I'm gonna put Lunalight under Draco Tail. I love Odeon. I'm laddering with Odeon and Platinum right now. I'm probably not going to be able to run it when I get to Diamond. But at lower ranks, Odeon's very playable and it's very fun. And half the time when I play it, people just scoop because they're like, I don't want to deal with this. So I'm going to put it like in the middle of the playable tier. First to make a deck out of the bottom category. One of my viewers on Twitch TV/Sir Gaming, if you ever want to watch me live, is saying I'll be forced to make a deck out of something in the bottom category. If I had to choose to make a deck out of something in the bottom category, I might just play blind going second gears. Cyber Dark is an engine, and it's actually like decent in RB right now. I've actually seen it more than any of those, so I'm actually gonna put it like this is just based on how often I see something. Gonna go up there. No one runs kaijus anymore, but you still could run kaijus. People typically just splash the one machine one in Cyber Dragons. We already covered Cyverse and its flashability. Um, I'm actually gonna rank Cyber. Cyber's like adding Nestor Malice. I'll put in the good category. You just keep tossing trash into the bad category. So RB is playable, but I don't feel like it deserves better than playable. I'd put it like behind Cash. It's fun though. RB Sky Striker is really fun. Malice and Agnestor go together. She'll be seeing them together. Hey, I guess Rescue is technically splashable because people splash it, but I'm gonna just rank it as a deck and say it's bad. I'll put Ritual Beast ahead of Fire Kings. Skull Servant, unfortunately, I gotta put him there. And we're just gonna take all the stuff that's like not relevant this metagame. We're just gonna chuck it in the bad tier. Speedroids are a very splashable engine right now. You will see them a lot in RB decks. Not that you'll see a lot of RB decks, but I see enough of them to mention it. Probably right here. Might get banned. They gotta hit Cool Tune on the list. They gotta hit it soon. Dark Magician, welcome to the playable tier because of Dragoons and that Dark Magician fusion. I'm gonna put you like back there. I'm actually gonna put you behind Heroes and behind Odeon. Put in front of Ritual Beast in the playable tier. Mitsurugi is still splashable, but man, you don't really see it that much anymore. I've seen D Heroes more than I've seen Mitsu. Just all the crap. There's so much stuff that's not relevant in this meta. Orcists are still decent and they're still playable. They're just a little slow at this point. I'm gonna put them like... I'm gonna put them between Hero and Dragon Link. I feel like that's appropriate. Regenesis is always playable and it's always decent. I'm gonna put it like... I'm gonna put it below Odeon, but ahead of Dark Magician. Already covered that. Rizel's dead at this point. It's going in bad. Sky Striker is being splashed in like freaking everything to the point where I feel like it belongs. I'm actually gonna do this. And I'm gonna move K9 up and Sky Striker up and the splashable because Sky Striker is mainly being used as an engine right now. There are some people playing the Sky Striker deck like as a whole, and that would be probably up in like maybe the tail end of good, actually. But most of the time you'll see it as an engine. It'll be an engine for 10 pay, or it'll be an engine for RB, or it'll be an engine for something. Tier is still tier. Tier is still good. You'll occasionally see tier decks. You'll see Therion splashed, like Regulus specifically, the guy that's the icon is for. You'll see him in RB and Cyber Dragon. He's just decent for that, but you won't really see him in most competitive decks. Oh yeah. The mystical Space Typhoon archetype. The Typhoon guys. Yeah, they definitely belong under Great. Relinquish should go in the trash. This deck is an engine. You won't see it very often. About right there. I'm gonna put Mystical Typhoon and Vanquished up in the great decks, because Vanquished is still chugging along. It's still really decent. I feel like it's underrepresented. These guys are splashable, and I feel like right around there. I feel like Yugel's still bad. You'll still occasionally see Yummy, and it's more like splashable and things. I'm gonna put Yummy in good. Even though the deck's been like torn apart. Voiceless, I feel like belongs in like low playable, ahead of Flu, but under Cyber Dragons, but ahead of Emancipator. I feel like Power Patron is going to be probably one of the better good decks. Power Patron Elf Note. And I feel like Hechahands is just going to be playable. And it's going to be like probably like between Blue Eyes and Kashtira levels of power. It's a lot of speculation. Anti-meta represented by Gravekeepers, like butt into playable, I guess. Alright, so that's your tier list. I'd say Cool Tune's definitely best deck. I'd say Radiant Typhoon and VS Soul are your other decent decks. And then I would say Power Patron / Elf Note, Branded, and Draco Tail are going to be your better options. Probably followed by Malice, Yummy, Lunalight. And then, actually, let's shift this up. Let's put tier down here, and let's actually put Blue Eyes in good. I have been seeing quite a bit of it. And let's put Hechahands out of tier, and put tier right there. And then Kashtira, and then RB. Yeah, yeah, this is your list. And let me know what you think below. And yeah, see my YouTube people next time.